Hello guys and welcome to this Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we are taking a look at Clan Boss. I have recently made a upgraded version of my team. So let's see what I get here. A legendary book, Void Shard. What do I get from the Nightmare Chest? Oops. Well, okay. Okay, let's take a look at the team. Here is the team. I was making this video yesterday, but I changed a couple things. I've changed order here because that matters. Obviously, Martyr first because she has the best aura and she is taking the stun. Then Hellborn Sprite, I think it is, as the second champion because Martyr applies counterattacks so that she is the second one to attack and she can place weaken. So that's why the order is like it is. So get right into it. Let's start. There is a setup to this. It's pretty simple. A1, 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 that, and that. I have them so they use this counterattack and the shield as their first ability and never use it again. That's very important. Then you can do that. Then here's the setup. A1, A1, A1. Then auto for the rest of the fight. The reason why I do this is because Martyr needs to do one more A1 ability for her A3 ability to be placed. That means the decreased attack will be placed before the clan boss's A1, AoE A1, yeah. So, and the reason why Hellborn Sprite is one turn delay as well is so that she auto attacks right before Brogni does his A2 ability. That means there's a bigger chance of weaken to be up so that the shield extension will be bigger. And yeah, so she does the increased crit rate and whatever right after that. And the reason why Godsaker have to wait one more turn is so that she will extend that increased crit rate so that everyone has it permanently. She just need to extend it by one turn, then a 3-turn cooldown, and everyone does 3 turns with it. So, Martyr is taking the stun here because everyone is at full health and has the same buffs. And I guess Void Affinity, yeah, an Affinity doesn't matter. So, she is in Stalwart set so that she takes reduced damage from the AoEs. I did that because or else she is gonna die a lot earlier than any other champion. Okay, now the whole concept with this team is, as you see here, everyone has 2 shields. How does we get 2 shields? Well, Brogni's A3 ability, he places a shield. Then my Godseeker has a shield set. That means there is 2 shields. And they count as 2 different shields. So, Brogni A2 ability is a this one. Growth shield as you see there. He increases the shield based on 30% of his damage from his A2. That means we have to build Brogni with a lot of damage. And we only need 85% crit rate on everyone because of Hellborn Sprite's 50% increased crit rate. Pretty huge. So, the main idea here, let's just see. Hellborn Sprite is a buff extender, Soundlash is a buff extender, and Godseeker is a buff extender. So, the plan is just to have permanently shields. None of the buffs ever fall off. Maybe the increased crit rate, that doesn't matter because she's gonna place it over and over again. But the important thing is that the shield does not get removed ever. So as you see here, the shields are stacking up really nicely. Yeah, so this is called a kind of infinity shield, infinity comp, because the shields can be so insanely massive. As you see now, you didn't even see it get extended, because, yeah. Okay, let's go back to the choices of my champions here. Brogni is the only champion in the game able to increase shields, so he is mandatory in this kind of setup. Then I used 3 extenders. I used Godseeker, just because she's defense based and has a 3-turn tool cooldown buff extender, and the same with Saldash, basically the same setups and stuff. So I did use 2 Sandlashes before I got my Hellborn Sprite, but I think Hellborn Sprite is a lot better overall, because she does inflict a 50% weaken and the increased crit rate. So I think overall she brings the team a lot more damage. So that's the 3-turn increased buff extensions, yeah. Then there's the damage champion. And I choose Martyr because I don't have a oh, what the hell is the name again of the turtle? God damn it, Krisk. Yeah, Krisk would be insanely good in this team. You can change any of these two with a Krisk instead, and then you have so much easier. Yeah, I choose Martyr because I don't have a Krisk, and I need decreased defense, and I need decreased attack as well, so that she applies on the boss here. She has a 4-turn cooldown on her A3 ability. So this entire team is running 4 turns to the clan boss's 3 turns. There's the decreased attack. Is she... wait, what? Why is she placing it before stun? Okay, there's something going wrong here. I have to change that. Because now the thing gets removed. Did I do something wrong with the setup? That's so weird. Because now it's the Ace 2, but I didn't have decreased attack. Okay, so this run might be a little bit scuffed. This is super weird. A1. Okay, maybe I have to change something, because I did change the speeds and whatever. So maybe you have to do 2 A1s with the Martyr action, probably. Yeah, that might be a thing. Well, you'll see that after some certain amount of turns, then they fall into a permanent loop. So the plan is to have decreased attack on both AoEs. That will reduce the damage you take on the shields. And as you see, Martyr takes a lot reduced damage because her Stalwart set. She's taking the stun, so and she is the biggest damage increaser, the biggest damage the biggest damage increaser, that's it, because of her decreased defense and decreased attack, so we take less damage. She also applies counterattack and increased defense. Increased defense increases these middle threes damage because they are defense based, and everyone takes a lot reduced damage. And the counterattack obviously deals a lot more damage, so pretty good. I have my Soundlashed in Toxic set. I tried to build Hellborn Sprite in Toxic set as well, but she needs about 255 speed, and I built everyone with close to 3000 defense. So I can pull that off. My Toxic set gear is not good enough, so that is sad times. There's a decreased attack. Yeah, it looks like I did something wrong, or you have to do 2 A1s here before. Yeah. Okay, we look healthy. Every shield is big. The plan is to do a 1 key. Hopefully that is possible. Both shields is up on everyone. That is good. Brogni does increases both shield at once. So 30% of the damage increases both shields. Not applied to both, but 30% here and 30% there. So basically double the effect. That's why. And yeah, that's the main thing here. If you do have Krisk, I would replace Martyr with the rare champion that does damage based on his shield, and replace even maybe God Seeker. Replace God Seeker with Krisk, yeah, because Krisk is a champion that has increased buff duration on a 3-turn cooldown, I believe. And if you have a Lanakis, then I would switch out Sandlashed with the Lanakis, because she also have increased buff duration, but that's on a 4-turn cooldown, so you have to be careful. You have to put her in Reflex set, and probably one of your other increased buffers, maybe Hell Sprite in the Reflex set as well, just to be sure you have infinite buffs, so the shields never fall off. That's very important. The shield can never fall off. Okay, actually let's just watch the entire thing. I'm pretty excited about this. The weaken also increases the damage of War Master, 61,000. This is Giant Slayer on Brogni, because he does reflected damage, and that scales with his Giant Slayer. I have it built in with about 220 accuracy, plus HP burns just for additional damage. I increased this build because the old build, where I had to have 100% crit rate, he had 600 less attack. So with this new build, he is a lot stronger. It's really difficult to scale Brogni's attack, because his base attack is only about 850 or something. So flight attack banner is really huge on him. And a good flight attack ring. Crit damage is still the better amulet, and increased attack or defense on his chestplate. Crit damage gloves, yeah, stuff like that. Alright, it looks like we might be able to do a 1 key here. My old record, or my old average, I would say, with this team was about 58 million. I did 1 key against Green Affinity a couple times, but not viable. At least not reliable at all. So, but I think with this team, with the increased crit rate, weaken and stuff, I think this will be a reliable 1 key. And remember, I did a little mistake here where Martyr didn't A1 properly, so the decreased attack didn't apply on both AoEs properly. So if you do that, so the decreased attack is in both AoEs, that will really reduce our damage taken. Okay. I will show masteries and gear right after this fight. We are getting close to 70 million. 70 million, 70.2 something is the turn we have to reach. You see now our shields are decreasing quickly now, at least on Brogni. Brogni and Health Sprite has the lowest defense in this team. So And that's because they scale their damage by attack, and Brogni's build is the most important build in the entire team because the shield extension is based on his damage, so it's hard to build him with a lot of defense and attack. So okay, anyway, this looks like a really secure one key team. Okay, this is nice. And by the way, I am free to play, so I got Brogni for the fusion. Martyr I got a long time ago. I even have 2 martyrs, so I've been really lucky with that. I don't think this team will be able to work without Martyr unless you have Krisk, possibly Lenakis, or any other OP champions. I think Martyr is the best option if you don't have Krisk. So, alright, we are very soon at a 1 key mark. Now let's see how much damage we can actually do. What's our limit here? How secure is the 1 key? Is there some RNG based stuff, or what is that? Yeah, I think the weaken and increased crit rate was huge. Okay, Brogni died. Then everyone will follow closely, I think. Whenever Hellborn, Hellsprite, yeah, Hellsprite? Yeah, Hellborn Sprite, whatever, dies, boom, what? You didn't. Why didn't you target it? Okay. This is good, at least she will die now. Then these people will, okay, you are gonna die soon. Then you are gonna die whenever your buffs fall off, I think. Okay, it looks like a pretty secure 1 key anyways, because we are 5 million damage over what we needed to do, so this is pretty good. And now both dies, boom. We survived over 50 turns, like 55 turns, something like that. Okay, let's see at the damage here. Survivor. Okay, Survivor had Toxic set and not incredible gear. Godseeker had pretty good damage gear. And there's Brogni with HP burn and counterattack. Not counterattack, but the reflect damage. That's why he does so much damage. Hellborn, yeah, not much at all. Martyr, actually insane damage. I have her in a really good damage build, so let me show the builds right away. First also, Brogni, the most important champion there is. Okay, his attack. My old attack was about 2700, but the new build, when I only need 85% crit rate, is 3.37k attack. Push his attack as high as possible, as well as his crit damage. Be sure to cap his crit rate. The speed is 218, because I made my own kind of 4:3 speed ratio, so if you want to copy this team, then make sure to pull the speeds in Deadwood Jedi's and Deadwood Jedi's clan boss calculator, or whatever it is, and figure out the speeds you need and what you can manage to do. Martyr. Okay. She has a lot of defense and a lot of crit damage. I did put her in as much damage as possible because her defense also scales her survivability, and as you saw, even though she is taking the stun, she survived the longest in the entire game. She had the biggest shields at the end. That's also because of the Stalwart gear. That is really important as well. So really impressive about her. Decent accuracy, nothing crazy there. I would like to have her in higher accuracy just for the decrease attack to always land. Who else? Yeah, this is the Standlashed with toxic gear, high defense, high crit damage. The speed is really high, 258. yeah, but that's the 4 main stats. So defense, speed, crit rate, and crit damage. Then Hellborn Sprite. I forgot Godseeker. Yeah, Godseeker, similar shield set, imported. Health, that doesn't really matter. Defense 3.7k. Yeah, decent. Crit rate, crit damage, kind of low actually, but yeah, that's the best I could pull out in the set. I even had to go crit rate gloves with her. And the last champion, Hellborn Sprite. I just had to make her fast enough with high enough defense. It's pretty hard to build her defense because her base defense is so low. So I had to go defense ring, defense chestplate, and yeah. So try to get some attack, try to get some crit damage if possible. These are not capped crit rate, but close. The most important thing is kind of accuracy, because that will place the weaken to increase all the other people's damage. So. And now everyone has the same masteries except Brogni, because he has Giant Slayer instead of War Master. But everyone has similar to this: crit rate, crit damage, more damage while at full health. This one, just in case you have to fight, yeah, in case you didn't fight against white or something. More damage against targets with higher health. Scaling A1 damage up to 10% more damage, really good, and War Master, obviously. And I put in defense tree with additional defense, reduced AoE damage taken. This one does nothing here, but this one as well. Overall, you take 6% reduced damage after a certain amount of time. So, yeah, thanks for watching this. I'm proud of how this worked out, and if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, and before, be sure to subscribe and leave a like, so that would help me a lot. Yeah. Goodbye. Alright, this is just a little extra bit on the video here. This is Nightmare difficulty, and as you see, I'm at turn 90 now with 152 million damage. So this team works pretty good at Nightmare. So if you're struggling on doing Alter Nightmare, then well, just 2 key Alter Nightmare, then 1 key Nightmare, and beat the club. Okay, let's see what I end up with here. Okay, finally those 2 died. That's understandable. They have the lowest defense. And Martyr dies shortly after. That's actually perfect. Perfect synergy, perfect balance. The most important thing is that Martyr doesn't die the first. So Stalwart set is OP. Okay, look at this. 157 million damage. And of course, if you have a worse scare, then this is still pretty good. Yeah, 29 minutes. All right, interesting. 35 million, 47, almost 40 there. Hellborn could be more if I had, especially toxic set. That would be huge. Anyway, thanks for watching.